Because I want. You're gonna be streaming it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me.
Yeah, good. I want to see.
I was like, I wonder if Cyber would even want to be here for this, or is he just gonna be like, this is trash, this is garbage. I don't want. I don't want to see it.
Well, uh, matter of fact, let me launch the game too, because
All
you
right.
you might I might want to add you. Hold on.
Yeah, I just sent you a
I
friend request.
might want to add you.
Hold on now. You might. I'm a national treasure in 2077.
Well, it's a good thing it's 2024.
Bright lights, pretty cities. He was like, "What?"
Distractions, huh?
Yeah. And I was like, "What is he talking about?" There's somebody linked it in the comments, and so I went to go see the video. Japan did some really deplorable stuff to their prisoners, like some like illegal, beyond illegal, and like nobody
And
got punished for it.
well, first of all, I accepted the request. I guess you can cancel that.
Thank you, thank you.
But I don't think there's anybody who hasn't done anything
Right.
just egregious. Why are you typing to me in game? I'm right here talking to you.
uh,
Okay. Uh, wait. Are you about to open the packs?
yeah, yeah. Do you want to
Yeah.
do something else first before we start?
No, 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 no.
All
I
right.
mean, I was just gonna tell you, you get some cards from the color challenge. I think
Yeah,
you
yeah. They
finish the color challenge.
they said when you finish them all, you get like entire debt.
Okay.
Um, yeah. They said if you beat these, you get the entire. Did it throw me in a
Yeah,
game?
you get the entire packs. That's the
Uh,
that's that deck. But what do you want? You want to open your packs?
yeah, yeah. Here, let's
Go
open.
go ahead, open your packs.
Let me start it out with what is it? The what did I title it earlier?
I
Uh,
don't know.
over $100 worth of pulls, and I got nothing good. Slash, um, all this money in the game, and I'll still never beat Cyber. Slash, yeah, so many titles for this man, so many. All right, should we just start left to right?
Okay. Wow, you have a lot of cards.
Yeah, I sent you a
Um,
video.
I didn't watch that video.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Oh my god.
I think you should start from the right. Click on the right. Keep going, keep going. I think you should start as far back as possible because the golden packs that you got there,
Mm-hmm.
they actually give you cards that you don't have. So you don't want to
Oh,
open the golden packs first.
okay, okay.
So these are all the card sets that are in the game. And right now, none of them are kind of well. Some of them. Click on that second one, the little sword. You got a little bit of blue in there. That let's see, you got one card out of that set out of 81.
Oh,
See, so um, yeah, you have a long way to go. I mean, but you can get the newest set and play the game. It won't be no issue. But those packs that you have are not going to get you anywhere near a full set of anything. But
I'm, uh,
go to your packs
I'm a, I'm a, I'm
and then go
a.
all the way to the right. Let's start from the beginning with the Dungeons and Dragons set. I'm not a big fan of the Dungeons and Dragons set.
Cyber just
Um,
had to put me down for a moment. You will never get these, but it's okay.
I mean, you can. If you keep spending money like this, you'll get it.
Oh my god! If you click it, it opens. My god,
Yeah,
I did not
yeah.
know.
Click and it opens. All right. So, um, first thing I want you to notice is that double card.
Yeah,
So you see the one in the back has a little symbol to the left on the name.
yeah. What is that?
So those cards with that little symbol on it are called alchemy cards. Alchemy is a different format, and the cards are sometimes modified. It's supposed to be a format modified for online play, right?
Mm,
Because the cards are copies of the paper magic that's on tabletop.
yeah.
So they sometimes you can do stuff in this game with those tabletop cards that are just completely insane and broken. So the alchemy is supposed to be, modified. But here's the thing: nobody plays alchemy.
I guess I
So
gotta be the first.
I mean, well, of course there are players that play alchemy, but nobody really likes the alchemy format because the modifications on the cards don't really make any sense. Like if you look at that one, right? Okay, look at the regular card first. Let me see if we can see what's different.
Each creature controls +2/+0.
Okay, now go on the alchemy card.
Okay. It's wait.
Okay, the alchemy says you can only activate it as a sorcery and only once a turn.
What does that mean?
The alchemy one is limited. So
Oh.
the regular one you can do it at any time. You can do it. Wait a minute. You may pay 0 rather than pay the equip cost of the first equip ability you activate each turn. Okay. The first one you can activate. You can pay 0 the first time you do it, and that's it. That one you can only do it as a sorcery, which means that you can only do it during your turn, and you can only do it once. So the alchemy card seems like you can only do it during your turn, whereas the regular card you can do it during the other player's turn and your turn if you want to.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. So it restricts that a bit in alchemy, but it doesn't even matter, man. You just play the regular mode. Now you can click your last card over there.
I saw a black monk.
All right.
I guess.
Oh my god, I hate that card. I hate that card. It's a good card if you want to play meal. Now, I guess I got to tell you what a meal is, right?
Yeah, I got so much to learn.
So, one of the ways that you can lose is if you have no cards to play. You run out of cards. So there are people who create decks that get rid of the other player's cards rather than hitting them with damage or something like that.
Yeah.
They just get rid of all your cards in your deck till you have nothing left to play. And so you see it says each opponent exiles cards from the top of the library until that player has exiled cards with total mana value 20 or more. So that gets rid of a lot of cards. But it says it exiles from each player, so that's yourself too. So that's not the one I'm thinking about, actually. But do you know about rarity?
No.
Okay. So if you go back to that card, you see you see where it says sorcery in the middle?
Yeah.
And it has a gold emblem to the right.
Oh, it is gold.
Yeah. So that's a gold.
And then
if that's a silver, which is uncommon, and that's black, which is common.
I think those are all the.
That's uncommon.
Why is this one so? What is that?
Okay, now this is the Dungeons and Dragons thing.
Oh my.
So you see over here to the right where it describes it, venture into the dungeon.
Yeah.
It says enter the first room of a dungeon. If already in a dungeon, advance to the next room. So when you play this card, you see it says pay 3 and tap. Then it says tap another untapped creature you control. Venture into the dungeon. So what you would do is you would pick one of these 3 dungeons. You would either pick this one, that one, or the next one. And then you would go into the first room and do whatever it says in the first room. So on this one it says each player loses 1 life.
Oh my god.
So that's what you would do. Now, if you go to another one, you gain 1 life, right?
Okay.
And so the next time you get a card that says venture into the dungeon, you're already in the first room, so you go down to dungeon level scry 1. And then the next time you do it, you can either choose to go to the Goblin Bazaar or the Twisted Cavern. And so basically you just work your way down this dungeon each time you play a card that says venture into the dungeon. And this is the Dungeons and Dragons set.
Yeah.
This is the special ability of these cards that came with this set, venturing into the dungeon. I'm not a fan of this venturing into the dungeon, but I've seen some people that have played some really, really good strategies with this venturing into the dungeon. So it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just not mine. I don't play with it much.
Yeah, I like that. I like how complex it looks. I feel like it'd be really stupid to you, but I really like that.
But see, man, it's like you can put together some really good strategies with it because, like, look at this one. You scry one. So scry means you can look at the top card of your deck, and
Okay.
you can either put it back on top or you can put it on the bottom.
Oh
So
yeah,
scry,
yeah, I seen that.
and then of course whatever number it is. So if it's like scry 3, that means look at the top 3 cards of your deck, right? Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's, you see, you might want to do that so you can see what's coming next in your deck, right?
Yeah.
And then you got another card that says venture into the dungeon. You play it, and then you may be short on mana. So what you'll do is you'll create a treasure token because you need some more mana, right? Or you might be like, I need a creature, a little defender out there. So you create the goblin instead. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you can use this in a very effective way. But since you're just starting out, it's
Yeah.
probably a little too complex.
Look, when I
You need to
mastered.
get the basic. You need to get the basics of the game first. You just need to learn how to play the cards right now, right?
That's what's so great about the pack opening. I don't realize what I got, so I got you
Yeah.
here with me. That's cool.
So, but anyways, we were looking at rarities, so commons. So if you put your mouse over that gold card to the right,
Right.
no, top right, you got the gold blank card and the silver one. Put your
Oh,
mouse over that gold one. So that gold is rare, and put your mouse over the silver one. And silver is uncommon, black is common,
is
and I think the one above that is red, and it's mythic.
bro, I was gonna ask. So in shop, you can straight out just buy mythic packs, and I saw it,
Yeah.
and I was thinking about getting it, but I didn't know if mythic was like a genre, like how Dungeons and Dragons were, or if mythic was an
Nah,
actual rarity, and I just left them
mythic
alone.
is the highest rarity. You
No.
didn't mess up now. You didn't mess up. Don't think you messed up because it'll give you like a guaranteed mythic card with each opening. But every mythic card is not a great card just because it's mythic.
Mythic,
So
yeah.
don't think you missed out on nothing. But hit continue. Let's open another pack.
Yeah, let's get this D&D. Please give me more D&Ds. Oh, okay, so we got another sorcery. Ward. Oh, as long as Armory Veteran is equipped, it has Menace. As long as Armory Veteran is equipped. What's Menace?
All right, look at the description over on the right.
Oh my
Now
god.
remember,
I wouldn't
when you
even.
mouse over the card, you can always look over there and get a description of these abilities. See, the first one on this one, when you look at the cards, stuff that's in bold is important, okay?
Gotcha.
So that says ward. So if you look at ward, it says whenever a permanent with ward becomes the target of a spell or an ability an opponent controls, counter it unless that player pays the ward cost. So if
Pay
I was
two
to
life.
cast a spell, if you had that on the field and I cast a spell against that card, if I want my spell to work, I'd have to pay 2 life.
Oh, I like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me some more of him. Pause.
Yeah, I know I've seen a lot of people use some very good ward mechanics to keep, stuff from happening to their creatures. Now, you asked about Menace, so put your mouse over again and look at Menace.
Oh yeah. Oh, this one
And
can't be blocked except by 2 more. That's
exactly.
crazy.
Uh-huh.
He is a menace.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
Now, it looks like the alchemy version has the ward on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways.
Good
Oh,
alchemy.
and look at your card that hasn't flipped over yet.
Yeah,
You see how it has gold background? Well,
My
you
bad.
clicked it now.
I clicked it. Yeah. Okay. So when it's gold,
It's a rare card if it's got the little gold shimmer. Then if it's got the red shimmer, then it's a mythic card.
sacrifice this artifact. Add 1 mana of any color. Okay.
Okay. Well, we need to get into treasure tokens and stuff and how they can be used and for mana.
Okay.
That looks like a decent card.
Yeah. So far, W pulls. So far.
I don't know yet.
Looks Psiber, you just gotta side with me, okay? I need this to have not been for nothing.
Okay, I like that warlock class.
Warlock class. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I like that. Yeah.
Gain the next level as a sorcery to add its ability. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. When
Uh-huh.
this class becomes level 2, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand. Oh my goodness. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life equal to the life they lost.
They lost this turn. Yep. I mean that now that's a good one.
W card. I'm feeling good.
Yeah. See that one, if you want to create a deck where I have a deck like this where the opponent just loses life.
Mm-hmm.
You come up with mechanics where the opponent just loses life. Say for instance, like I said, at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. So I have a deck where I destroy my own creatures.
Oh my goodness.
Right? I'll play stuff and then I'll kill them myself, and then the other player loses life because I killed my own creatures.
Jesus, Cyber, you're a menace.
Yeah,
You need that
yeah.
menace card. You're a menace. I need more of
That's
these.
another one.
Need
That's
more
another
of
one.
these.
Venture into the dungeon. Well, you only got 3 packs. I think that was the last one. So this is what I'm talking about. You're not gonna get enough right now.
Oh my gosh. I need to pay. I need to pay. Whenever a creature dealt damage by what this turn ties, create a tapped. Okay. Please explain tapped to me. What exactly do they mean by tapped? He
Okay.
enters the battlefield tapped?
Yeah. So when a card is tapped, meaning it's turned sideways. When a card is tapped, that means it can't be used.
Okay.
So, if a creature like this is a creature. You do understand what creatures, sorceries, and instants are, right?
So I get creatures are the actual things you throw down. I get the
Yes.
sorceries are these. I'm guessing. Well, no, because they're not enchantments. What
No.
exactly?
Okay. Let's start with creatures then. So creatures, as you know, they have a power and a toughness, which is the 3/2 down there. And that means they can attack for 3 and they can defend for 2. If it's tapped, meaning it's turned sideways, meaning it can't be used, that means you can't attack with it and you can't block with it.
Okay, makes a whole lot of sense now.
Yeah, so if it enters the battlefield tapped, that means that it enters
useless.
Unusable. Yeah, useless for a turn.
Oh my goodness.
It's not a bad thing because most of the time when you play something, it has summoning sickness anyway and can't. Well, it can block, but it can't attack.
What is summoning sickness?
This one, summoning sickness means the turn a creature comes into play, it can't tap to use an ability and it can't attack.
Good grief.
So the next turn it can attack. It can use tap abilities. So if you look at the goblin right below it, it has an ability for 1 and 1 red, right? But it doesn't have the tap symbol, which means you have to turn it sideways in order to use this ability. Well, that means you can use this 1 in red like as many times as you want. So now, if it had tap in it, then you can only use it once. Because once you tap it, you can't tap it again. You see what I'm saying?
So you said tap symbol. Is there a certain? Oh well, yeah, I saw it. Never mind. I've seen it in the last pull. I saw it, and I was like, I've seen that before. Okay, I got you. All right. Yeah. Nice to know.
I'll bring it up next time we see it because now you're about to go to another set of cards.
What about sorceries and artifact equipment?
Oh, yeah, okay. So you won't describe it. Sorceries. So you know about the phases in Magic, right?
What do you mean?
So you got your draw phase where you draw your card.
Oh yeah.
And then you have your I forgot what it's called. It's your first play phase.
Yeah, it's like
play cards.
Yeah.
Okay, so during that first play phase is when you can play creatures. Okay. All right. Then you have your attack phase, and then you have your second play phase where you can play more creatures, and then you have your end phase. Well, in between when stuff happens, like in between phases and all that stuff, so sorceries can only be played during your play phase 2. All right.
Okay.
A sorcery does something and then it goes into the graveyard.
Unfortunate.
All right. Enchantments can be played during your play phase.
Okay.
You play them and they stay on the field and they have some effect.
Yeah. I accidentally waterbound one of my own cards.
Yeah. Right. That's an enchantment. Artifacts are the same way. You play them during your play phase and they stay on the field. They have some effect. Right.
Okay.
Now you have another set of cards called instants, which you can play in between those phases. You can play during your play phases. You can play them during another person's turn.
Okay.
Now you see that ability that says flash?
Yeah. You may cast.
It says you may cast a spell with flash anytime you could play an instant. So this card acts like an instant even though it's an equipment. But I'm not gonna confuse you too much more.
The nitty-gritty. Please don't take me to the front. I started out in the back. I almost hit open all by accident. Dang, I forgot what all
does. Oh, the nightclub bouncer. That's one of my favorite cards.
He looks cool.
One of my favorite cards, man.
He's got flash.
Yep. That's why it's one of my favorite cards. So what happens with the nightclub bouncer that I like is that when somebody plays something on the field and I'm like, oh, that's dangerous. What I'll do is I'll play the nightclub bouncer, and you see it says return target non-land permanent and opponent controls to its owner's hand, right? So I return that card back to their hand, but then it says this spell costs 2 more to cast. So I increase the cost of it. So man, I wait sometime till they play something very expensive, like a 8 cost card. Then I'll bounce it back to their hand for 10 cost. And then I wait till they get 2 more lands, play it again, and I'll bounce it again. Now it's 12. Bounce it again, now it's 14. You know what I'm saying? Just keep bouncing it and increasing the cost.
Okay.
Till it gets to the point where they can't even play it anymore.
Yeah. So watch out for this one. It's got an A.
Yeah, it's an alchemy card. Yeah. But you have to have a mechanic where you can keep playing this card over and over again.
Yeah,
matter of fact, I may play you with the deck that's in, and I'll show you what I mean.
How do you redeem this?
You got to go to your collection to redeem them. But it's actually good so that you can select the card you want. You know what I'm saying?
I got a mill.
Okay. Yes. Mill, as it says, to mill a card, a player puts the top card of their library into their graveyard. I hate mill decks. You seem like the person who would love them, but I hate them. Now, one thing I do like is the lifelink ability. You remember the other day when I was playing, you said whenever I deal damage, I get life?
Yeah.
That's what lifelink is. Now, I like that.
We're getting gross. I'm liking these. Whoa.
Yeah. Causality. No, that's casualty.
Yeah, I was gonna say so, but then I was like, you know what? Maybe it is actually pronounced like that in this game. Like maybe
no. I think they have an ability called causality. But anyway, casualty. As you cast this spell, you may sacrifice a creature with power 1 or greater. When you do, copy this spell. Oh yeah. That's actually really good if you have a creature you can get back.
I'm liking it.
Yeah. Put your. Okay, first of all, don't click that. Put your mouse over that green one.
Green. Oh yeah.
Bottom row.
Okay.
You see the tap ability in it?
Creates a treasure token.
Yeah, that's a tap. That's the tap icon I was talking about.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, that must be what he's talking. Because I've seen the cards with that icon on it.
Yeah.
Sacrifice at 1 mana.
Okay. Yeah. So what this means is when you tap it to create the treasure token, that means you can't use it until the next turn because it's tapped now. You see what I'm saying? So now if it had something else there, like pay 1, right? You can just keep paying 1 over and over and over again, but you can only tap once. So,
okay.
Yeah. Anyways, you see how it's orange, reddish around that card over there?
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Is this a mythic?
Yes, that's a mythic. So go ahead.
I gotta close my eyes. I don't want to. Let's hope it's not something garbage. Okay. Looks cool. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a counter on that creature. Seek a card, put 1 at random from your library into your hand. Divine your fates into the battlefield. It connives. Okay, so when I place it, I can draw a card, and then I also have to get rid of one. And if I get rid of a card that's not a land, so like a creature, an artifact, an enchantment, it puts basically a complete defense on another creature of my own, or one of the creatures I'm fighting?
On this one.
Oh,
this one right here.
Okay. Whenever you discard 1 or more, seek a card that shares a card type with one of the discarded. Okay, so right after I put it down and discard, I immediately get another card random from my library.
Yep. But now here's what you can do with something like this, and this is why it's mythic. It says whenever you discard 1 or more cards. All right. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.